Alrighty, so this is part 2 in the lies series. The first one is the 6 lies that clients tell us, and that if we believe them, they're not gonna buy. This is the 6 lies that we tell ourselves that prevent us from being massively successful in the business. Now, here we go. The first one out of the 6 lies that we tell ourselves that limit our success in the industry. When I'm struggling in the industry, I need to change everything about what I'm doing. That's just not true. Sometimes it takes time to get where you want to be. Sometimes what you're doing needs minor tweaks, but the entire thing isn't broken. Sometimes you have to recognize that no system is perfect. Everything has a little bit of improvement designed to take place, but just because it's not perfect doesn't mean you have to knock it down. And just because you're struggling, maybe it's a you problem and it's not where you're at or what you're doing. Do some self-examination yourself and decide what the real problem is. Number 2, I'm working hard and I'm not getting the results that I need. Well, in final expense, mortgage protection, and Medicare, if you're not giving 15 or more presentations per week, you're not putting the work in necessary to even gauge success. Let me tell you a funny story here. Early on in my career in teaching agents to be successful, I had a gentleman come work with me from Texas. And he went through all the training. He went through all the one-on-one over the computer. He was on all of the training calls. He had the perfect sales binder. He was dressed and ready to hit the field. And on the first day he went out, he didn't sell anything. Didn't sell anything? What happened? So he calls me, and he calls me in the middle of the afternoon. And he says, man, I've been out there all today, and today's just not my day. I'm headed home. And I looked at my watch, and I looked at my phone, and I looked at the clock, and I said, headed home? It's frickin' 3 o'clock. What are you talking about? The day is over. He said, I've been out there all day. No one's home, and no one's buying. He left his home at 11 o'clock. He was headed home at 3 o'clock, and he was blaming everything else but himself for the problem. You have to put a full day's work in. And while we're not paid hourly, here's the thing. We are paid for activity. And it takes a lot of hours to get a lot of activity in. So if you're not putting the work in, maybe you're lying to yourself about why you're not getting the results. If you're in the final expense, Medicare and mortgage protection side of this business, you need to give 15 presentations a week. And to do that, you need to start early and stay late several days out of the week. If you're not doing that, that might also be why you're not successful. Number 3, the leads. See, the leads are the easiest thing to blame. And a lot of agents blame the leads because they don't want to blame themselves. Aged leads, internet leads, Facebook leads, direct mail leads. A lead is a lead is a lead. And if you're not leading yourself out the front door and into the client's door, that's going to be the problem. How old the lead is or what it says is exceptionally unimportant. It's like the 3rd, 4th, 5th most important thing you should be worried about. You should be worried about taking the lead, dialing the phone, knocking the door, and getting into the home. That's what matters the most. I would rather have 6 to 12 month leads than fresh leads anyway. An aged lead is someone that may have already bought, and I can give them a better product. So the age of the lead and what it says matters not. Next one. In the lies that we tell ourselves that limit our success in the business. Number 5, I'm fully committed to my business, but I could tell you more about college football, Netflix, that stalker series, cryptocurrency. I could tell you about all that crap, but I can't tell you much about my business. See, here's the thing. You're not fully committed then. Your hobbies are nice. Your hobbies are good, stress-free kind of ways to do life. But your hobbies aren't going to pay you. This business will pay you to enjoy things you could never have before. But if you're stuck on just your hobbies, you're going to be stuck in that place for the rest of your life. When it comes to what you do, be a master at what you do. Be a master at your craft, and your craft will reward you financially for that commitment. And next, I'm never going to be massively successful. I'm never going to be a good agent. I'm never going to be a big agency builder. I'm just average. Look, you need to have more faith in yourself. You need to believe in you. You need to believe in who you're working with. And you need to believe that if you put the work in, you will be successful. If you tell yourself the lie that you're never going to be any good, you're never going to be any good. When it comes to this business, 95% of it is all here. The rest of it, that mere 5%, is in the field, in the home, and on the phone. Most of this business is what happens in between your two ears and what you do with that positive or toxic mentality. Decide to be successful. Decide that you have what it takes to be good. Don't lie to yourself and do the work necessary. Thank you for watching.